Yo, we are here to talk about Petr Yan versus Merab Dvalishvili too. And listen, I might be obsessing over this fight. You know, a lot of you guys, especially your I even see some Petr Yan fans writing him off. Okay, what we should be doing is figuring out how he solves this puzzle that is Merab. How does he solve this puzzle? Okay, this is my favorite fighter, Petr Yan. Yeah, sure. It's weird that I've watched so many um, moments of this specific fight over and over and over and over and over again, trying to figure out something. Even though I know it's almost like the writing's on the wall that I don't know what he can do. Because with everything that you think about, it's just like, yeah, but what about the fifth round when he's entering on takedowns like it was the first round? How do you solve that puzzle? Listen, there's a couple things that I do think that work in Jan's favor. I think that the first fight he was pleasantly surprised. He was surprised by how relentless Merab was with the takedowns. I think he expected it, but it was just like, I'm Petr Yan. I have great takedown defense. I am pretty sure that I can survive the takedowns, and I'm gonna piece this guy up on the feet. And the combination of volume that Merab was throwing, the constant feints, the constant jabs, the constant overhands, the body kicks, the high kicks that Merab was throwing constantly, and then you mix that in with 50 takedowns. There's not much anyone could do. You know what I mean? There's not much anyone can do. And then when you consider the fact that Petr Yan isn't like this overwhelmingly power fighter, right? He's all of his knockouts have come from volume, where he's like just piecing guys up over rounds, you know. But listen, this is what I will say. Yan, you downloaded data for 5 rounds, 5 entire rounds, 25 minutes. You have 25 minutes of data downloaded in your brain. Hopefully that's good enough, man. Because um, you know what I mean? It wasn't enough to download it in the fight, in the first fight. You listen, you're gonna have to use that fight and say, okay, all right, boom. All right, I'm gonna have to angle off a little bit more. These are things that Petr Yan, he stands in the pocket with you, and he has that high guard, and he's going to slip punches, he's going to parry punches, and he's going to counter and hurt you. That's Petr Yan, right? Those trips, right? Right? He's gonna get you down using those trips. He's gonna control you when he needs to, right? It's not happening versus Merab, man, because it's just constant. You can't just you have to figure out a way to mitigate Merab's offense angles. You're gonna have to angle off. You're gonna have to enter in on angles a little bit more, and nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. We don't want you to switch your whole style up, but just angle off, man. You know, circle a little bit. You can still keep your high guard. You can still fight in the pocket. Just enter in on a little bit more angles. I think you need to exaggerate your feints a little bit more. Exaggerate those feints a little bit more. If you watch the first fight over again, Petr Yan landed quite a few leg kicks, especially in the first round, first and second round that hurt Merab. Actually, there were quite a few that actually buckled Merab. Now, Merab also did the same and buckled Petr Yan, which is why Petr Yan started relying heavily on the southpaw stance throughout that first fight. In the southpaw stance in which he actually had success with that body kick. He landed some hard body kicks on Merab. Okay? Some really hard body kicks throughout the fight. And outside of the second round, I do think that he kind of went away from those hard body kicks and leg kicks, and you're gonna need that. You're gonna need that. So along with the angling off and entering in on angles with your strikes, I just think that you're gonna have to really try and go after Marab's legs with those leg kicks. You're really gonna have to try and stand switch to kind of light up his body with those body kicks. Stand switch at will. I think Petr Yan has the ability to stand switch at will. And I think he's gonna have to lean on that too to kind of confuse Merab a little bit. It's not gonna stop Merab. A little bit of confusion, right? So instead of 50 takedowns, maybe we get 30. Maybe we get 30. Let's pray for 30 takedowns instead of 50, right? Let's stand switch. Stand switches. When you're in that southpaw stance, boom, body kick, switch, stance switch right to conventional, boom, leg kick. You did that in the first round, and it actually worked, mate. It worked. So let's talk about it. We have the slight angles. We're angling off just slightly, right? Right. And when we're angling off, okay, when we're striking, maybe on that left hook or a check left hook, maybe in the conventional stance, maybe we angle off a little bit, mate. We angle off a little bit. Don't give Merab a stationary target to run at you and grab your leg. We need to make it a little bit more difficult. So instead of 50 takedowns, maybe it's 30 takedowns, right? So those are the things that I think you have to make it a little bit harder for Merab to get to you. You cannot be there in the pocket just standing in front of a dude saying, okay, well, all right, here's my leg. Here's my leg. No, constant stance switches. Use that hook to shovel off. Where's the knee up the middle, Jan? Where's it? Not one. I mean, it's come on. We know what the guy 50 takedowns, and you didn't know to maybe throw one knee up the middle. Not one knee up the middle, mate. Mr. Muay Thai guy. Muay Thai. A knee up the middle, man. Give him something to think about. Uppercut. We saw some uppercuts. We saw some overhands. But listen again, you're too stationary. It's too easy for Merab to get to that leg. We need some angles, mate. We need when we throw a strike, we're exiting off on angles, mate. We need some knee stomps. We need some body kicks, stance switches, getting that southpaw stance, right to the liver, conventional, outside leg kick. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Because you can get up. When you're taken down, you have shown that you can get up. You can do it. We've seen this. You guys understand, right? More exaggerated feints. Give him some of that. A little bit more exaggerated on feints. Again, you don't have to do anything too crazy. You could still be in the pocket with this guy, but again, coming off on the angles a little bit. Exaggerate the feint a little bit. Stance switch. Dance on buddy a little bit. And we know it's so crazy to say that it's hard to maintain doing that throughout the entire fight. But I mean, looking at that's just what I saw. You were just standing right in front of Merab and saying, "Hey, there's my leg, grab it." I think Merab had one double leg. Excuse me, one double leg, one blast double leg where he took you off your feet and got you down. One. Everything else was that single leg. He reached for that single leg and grabbed it very fast, by the way. But imagine what would happen if you're stance switching. Imagine what would happen if you're fainting, throwing a knee up the middle, throwing a knee up in the middle every now and then. Listen, the knee up the middle can be timed here, buddy. It could be timed. It doesn't have to be every time. It doesn't. Come on, you can't stand switch, throw knees up the middle, and shovel hooks or left hooks all at the same time. Mix it up on dude, bro. Give him something to think about. Stop standing in front of him and showing him your leg and saying, "Here's my leg, take it." We need to switch it up on Merab, bro. It can be done, I'm telling you. It can be done. And these are small adjustments. I'm saying a lot of things, but they're small adjustments. They're small, they're not big. I mean, a knee stomp here and there. Exit off on an angle. Right? Left hook, exit off on an angle. Switch to southpaw, body kick. Exit off on an angle. Oh, switch back to a conventional stance. Outside calf kick. Maybe go shin to shin. Go southpaw. Boom, shin to shin. Conventional. Boom, shin to shin. Let's get crazy. You're tough, bro. You're tough. I know that. Listen, Merab is not easy to deal with, man. He's not easy. It's all the shit that I'm saying right now. It's, oh, I'm a spectator, and of course I can say this, that, and the third. But I mean, am I wrong? Did we not watch Petr Yan stand up in front of freaking Merab and get his leg chewed the fudge out the entire time? Did we not watch this? We watched this, man, and he's wearing on Petr Yan. He's you know what I'm saying? He just knows that he needs to get a hold of Petr Yan. That's all he has to do is get a hold of Petr Yan, and guess what? I'm gonna stick to you like glue. I'm gonna make you work incredibly hard to get up. You're scrambling for your life on some Diddy shit. You're scrambling for your life, bro, to get away from this man. It's like he's your worst nightmare. Again, listen, do not respect the volume from Merab. Listen to your, come on, I'm not wrong about these things, man. I promise. You got to give him more to think about. You have to give him more to think about. You have to give him more to think about, man. Don't respect the volume. Wait for those key moments. So if you're doing everything I told you, so let's say you're stance switching, your knee stomping, southpaw body kick, conventional calf kick, southpaw shin to shin, conventional shin to shin, knee stomp, left hook angling off. I don't know what is going. Ugh, feints, feints all over the place. I don't know I don't know what's happening. Merab doesn't strike me as a guy that's like. I mean, we know we're hearing that he's just going. He's in there. And he's just going. I think Merab has one one mode, and it's just go. What he. Don't get me wrong. It's because he knows that no one can last. No one can. So you have to find a way to slow the fight down. Those feints, exaggerate them a little bit. Throw that left fucking angle off. That body kick, conventional southpaw body kick, shin to shin, conventional calf kick, knee stomp, left hook again, uppercut, shovel uppercut. You know you can get back up. So dance a little bit, right? These all. It sounds like I'm putting together. I'm choreographing a dance move, right? Southpaw conventional. Maybe southpaw conventional. Don't throw anything. Right? We're throwing them. What's happening, Merab? What am I about to do? I don't know. Don't go for any takedowns either. You went for I think a few takedowns, and Merab just reversed it. Now I did like where Merab was going for a couple high kicks, and you caught one and landed. You kicked his feet from underneath him and tripped him. That's beautiful. From that position, you can get on top like you did, and you can control him, even if it's for 30 seconds. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't think it's far fetched to say Yan wins this fight. It might be. People might look at me and say, "Bro, you're wild." But I don't think so, man. I don't think I'm crazy. When I watched this first fight, Yan did absolutely nothing. Like I was like, okay, yeah, so he's gonna. All right, Jan's gonna. Okay, wait, okay. Okay, he's gonna go stand right in front of him again. Okay. Oh, damn. There's that, and I just looked at his lead leg, and I'm like, oh, ooh, Marab's about to grab that lead leg, isn't he? Isn't he? Ah, Marab grabs the lead leg. You can't build anything. So now, conventional stance, boom, 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 boom. Throw some jabs, some feints out there. Switch to southpaw, body. Switch back to conventional, shin to shin. Switch back to then conventional outside leg kick. Then throw up a knee, teep, left hook, shovel uppercut. Like you know what I mean? Mix it up. It was just like you were going out there, and if you were in conventional, you were waiting for some magical moment to happen. If Marab gets a hold of your leg, so like, listen, you do everything I say for you to do right now. You do all these things. You slow Marab down, mate. Slow Marab down, and then when he does get that on that single leg now, punish him on the break. I don't care if you have to take damage. Merab isn't a knockout artist. If you have to take damage on the break to hurt Merab, you need to do it. If you have to go shin to shin, you need to do it. Anything, you need to scratch and claw, no Diddy. Anything you got to do to hurt this man, you have to hurt him. Urgh. Growl at him too when you're in there, like a growl. Urgh. You have to growl at him and let him know you mean business. You're not fucking playing, man. You have to let this man know you mean business. You're not here to play games with Merab here. Can't do it, or else you're gonna lose again, and this time in way more dominant fashion. Listen, I'm gonna still pick Merab, but look, let me just tell you what everything. I was just preaching the gospel now. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this gets to Petr Yan, because you're just watching the fight and you're just like, that leg is right there for him. Whether he was in southpaw or conventional. I will say one more thing. You've already downloaded the fucking data, Jan. You fucking already fucking downloaded data. So you need to come out in that first round. You need to go, bro. Everything I'm saying. Stand switching. Dance. Outside conventional, outside leg kick. Conventional, knee to knee. Knee stomp. Southpaw body kick. Southpaw knee to knee, shin to shin. Conventional left hook. Circle off, angle off. Knee up the middle. Throw that knee up the middle. Southpaw, knee up the middle. Conventional back again. Shin to shin. Jab to body. Teep. Switch kick. Fucking let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. We're not fucking around no more, man. Listen to me. I'm telling you, I'm right. You need to be on, but you've already got 25 minutes of data. Go in there. You're moving right in front of him. Now you can be right in the pocket, high guard. Boom, switch stances. Left hook, angle off. Teep, angle off. Shin to shin. Southpaw, body kick. Conventional, outside leg kick. Southpaw, shin to shin. Knee up the middle. Switch kick. Southpaw, switch kick. Conventional, body kick. Shovel uppercut. Right? Right? You need to be confused. You need to confuse him, because I think you have the cardio to you have what it takes, man, to win this fight. You just have to like Jan, like Erie when he was describing how him and his friends were gonna have a party. Me and these guys were gonna. It sounded very weird when he was saying it, but I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. So listen, get this video to Petr Yan, whoever you are, and let's get this W, baby. Let's get this fucking W, baby. Let's go! It's your boy. Like, comment, share, subscribe, bell icon, whatever else you have to do. Okay, let's get it done. Let's get it done.